Spelzinger became a member of the cabin crew. Spelzinger celebrates 20 months of membership.
What? Thank you! We just become best friends? Yup!
Parkway Mania has just boarded the plane.
Hey, here we go. Welcome in, everybody, to another Fighting Fantasy. And I was hoping that tree would be in there. I was getting a little Christmas tree in there. For there we go. For Christmas, isn't it? Oh, maybe the little one's probably better. Turn it around so we got the little one in instead. There we go. We got a little crimbo tree there. A little Christmas surprise. Get it just right. There we go. Hello everyone, welcome. My name is Adam. Welcome to another Fighting Fantasy adventure. And hey Jackie, there you go. You've been here before a few times. Cold Ballistic, welcome in. Today we're doing the Fangs of Fury. Yes, and this cover was illustrated by David Gallagher, and he also did all the inside ones as well, which are okay. And it was written by Luke Sharp. So I don't actually remember this book at all. In fact, I don't remember many of the stories of the books, even though I've done a spotlight review of all of them. I read them at the time, but I've forgotten them. Hey Michael, welcome in. So yeah, it's Christmas themed. We're in December now. This is it. 2 live streams for the rest of the year, and we're done. So this is number 1, and in 2 weeks' time is the final live stream of 2024. And then what will happen just before Christmas all of this year's live streams will get packaged up and put into the members only section. So if you want to rewatch any of those, you'll need to become a member to see them like next year. And we start all over again with a blank slate and a blank playlist. So yeah, if you do want to, join as a member, the link is down below where you can join as a member, and you'll get access to all the archives of the Fighting Fantasy video streams we've done, as well as loads of other exclusive content. And yeah, you're quite aware, and I'm quite aware we're dying. We're dying. Come on, let me hold you. Jack's on the old eggnog a little bit early today, guys, I think. Spell Singer, how's it going? Frank, how are you, mate? Welcome in. So, yeah, we'll get started, like, in a bit. And hopefully we won't get wasted, too early. Hopefully it will happen for us. And of course, the rule of the dice, if double 6, double 1, does not take place for the first 30 minutes when we start. So for the first 30 minutes, the double 6, double 1 rule does not apply, giving us, hopefully, a head start in actually being able to play this. Drinking beers at work on my shift. There you go. That's what you do at work, innit? So, yeah. So the 15th, next in 2 weeks' time, is the final live stream of Fighting Fantasy. And then, of course, next year, I think we'll just continue on reading through, so it'll be what? Dead of Night is next, and then next year we'll start on Master of Chaos. But, well, Dead of Night, it might not be Dead of Night next in the 2 weeks' time, because I'm asking you guys, what do you want to read for the final stream? So in 2 weeks' time, you get to choose. All you have to do is put down 3 choices that you want to read in the Discord, in the the tavern, the Black Lobster Inn. Put down 3 choices that you want to read. Somebody actually messaged me and said that they want to read one of the books that I wrote. That would be pretty cool, but yeah, so maybe. But put down your options, and I will choose from one of those options. And in 2 weeks' time, that will be what we read for the final one. And then it most likely be Dead of Night that we start with next year, which will be around the 5th of January. So get New Year's out the way, and then get back to normal. So, yeah, we got Christmas themed because we're in December. And, yeah, can't think of anything else. I think I need to slide over a little bit this way, to be honest, so I get a bit more in the picture. So, yeah, Fangs of Fury. Has anybody read this? Has anybody completed this? Does anybody know what it's about? On the back it says 6 massive stone dragons guard the tiny kingdom of Zamora, but the fire they breathe has been extinguished, and now Zamora is under siege by Ostrogoth the Grim and his swarming hordes. His aim is to destroy the 12 wizards of the Mage Order and spread the evil of the enchanter Laxarts, or Jaxarts, throughout Cool. The Sentinel's fire must be restored to its former power. I mean, I don't know what any of that means, but we'll soon find out what it means. So, you've not read Fangs of Fury. You got, you want to put City of Thieves. Well, Michael, put it in the Discord. If you're a member of my Discord and you've got the Fighting Fantasy role, you can see the Black Lobster Inn. Go put it as a, suggestion in there. From now on, I'm going to be writing down our adventure sheets in this cool little notepad. And I'm going to be naming each one. So now I can keep track of all the ones we complete, if we complete any. It's only a small little book, but it's a pretty cool little notepad. So that's going to be the Fighting Fantasy from now on ledger that we keep all our stats in, so we can see what we've played and see what we've completed. There are images hidden within the artwork of this adventure. Is there, Spellseeker? Nice touch from the artwork. Yeah, oh, cool. Yeah. So, unfortunately, no beers for Adam, because Adam's getting drugged up. At 11 o'clock, which is in just under an hour, I've got to take me meds, which means I've got to eat something before I take my meds. So, I've got some toast ready to go with some of Mama's homemade marmalade. My mom's made some marmalade for me, so I'm going to eat that around about 10 to 11, and then I've got to take my meds for me back. So, yeah, we'll have to sort of have a little pause moment. But for the meals for the adventure, we got the ginger nuts back. In fact, what do you get with this? The adventure sheet is pretty interesting on this, because you got the usual skill, stamina, luck, and you've got your meals, you've got your gold, but there's also cubes, there's clues, and then there's the citadel walls, these little castles. There's 14 of them, and I don't know if you cross them off or what happens. I don't know. Marmalade equals 4 plus stamina. So, yeah, we'll find out what's all that about. There is a map with this. I think it goes this way, which is pretty interesting. So, there is a map with this book here, so you can see exactly, you know, what's going on, where we are. We're in the land of cool. So, if you've got this book, use the map. Please chart the progress along as well yourself, so you know exactly when we need to eat a meal. So, it says here, skill, stamina, luck. Is done in the normal way. There's nothing extra. There's no like faith or, you know, other dice roll we have to do there. Doesn't say anything. Stamina, we have 10 meals with us, so we've got enough meals for 10. So I'll just write that down on the adventure sheet. Obviously, eat a meal, you get +4. And I'll eat a biscuit at the time we eat the meal. You start your adventure with the bare minimum of equipment, but you may find other items during your travels. You are armed with a sword, you're dressed in leather armor, you have a backpack to hold any meals and any treasures you may come across. And we've put in a rule where you can only hold 7 items in that backpack. That doesn't include the meals or our gold, like they're in our pockets or something, you know. They're within our leather armor, but 7 items we can hold. So if we do exceed that, we have to sort of start managing it. Also, it gives us a potion that we can take with us. So let me run a poll for what potion, guys, do you want us to take? Obviously, it's the same old 3 that we can choose. We can have the potion of skill. We can have the potion of stamina. Both of those will just restore our initial, or whatever our value is. It will restore it back up to the fullest. So I'll start the poll, guys. Start voting on which potion you'd like. If we choose the potion of luck, then it will not only restore our luck points, but it will increase it by 1 as well. So, I mean, whatever we roll, you know, we'll do this after the poll. So choose the potion, guys, that you want to take. You begin your adventure with 10 gold pieces as well. So we get a bit of money. 10 gold pieces. You also are given 4 black cubes, whatever they are. 4 black cubes. So I'm going to put cubes. And we start with 4. What are the 4 black cubes, dude? It says add them to your adventure sheet. Doesn't actually tell us what the hell they're for. Mark any jewels you pick up on your travels and make sure you indicate what type they are. Star crystals, blue, yellow. There's all sorts of different gems, guys, we can collect. So, but I don't know what those black cubes are. But we have 4 of them to begin with. It says also, this is a race against time, this adventure. The besieging armies of Ostgroth, the Grim, will be attempting to breach the 14 Zamarian walls of defense to kill the 12 wizards. You have a bracelet attached to your wrist, which will glow every time one of the walls of defense has been breached. When the last wall has been penetrated, all the wizards are killed, and the bracelet you're wearing will kill you as well. Lovely. Can't we just take the bracelet off? Like, each time a bracelet glows, you must mark off one of the, it says white flag of King Elidor of Zamara with a black flag of the Ostrogoth Jacktree's alliance. Basically, you just cross off a citadel wall, and then when all 14 walls are you know, flying the black standard flag, then you have run out of time, and the bracelet will perform its grisly task, and you will die instantly. So once we're down to 0 citadel walls, we're dead, basically. Bummer. So that's that. And that's pretty much it. So apart from rolling for our... I won't start the clock, by the way, until I've read the background. Because the background is actually a few pages long, by the way. The background here is like 5 pages, maybe 6 pages long. So I'll start the timer after I've read the background, which we will start in a moment. So let's find out who's chosen what for the poll. So the winner is... the Potion of Luck. So we have the Potion of Luck with us, 66%. I'll just mark that luck potion down, if the pen will work. So we can take this potion anytime we want, and it will not only bring our luck back up to its initial value, but it will add 1 point to that. So let's find out what our stats are gonna be. So we rolling for skill. I'm gonna roll the big dice for skills, the big boy, and we add 6 to this value. And I rolled a 1. We have a skill of 7. That's pretty lame, to be fair. That's probably not gonna bode as well. So I'm gonna use the smaller dice now for the stamina. Re-roll, Michael. Mate, we can't cheat. Come on, mate. We're not cheaters. We take it as we... I mean, skill just means we're a muppet, basically. Bloody muppet. So I'm rolling for stamina, and I rolled a double 6. We have 24 stamina. Dude, we're hardcore. We may not be skillful, but we've got plenty of juice within us. So that's pretty good. I'm going to stick with the small dice for the luck, I think, because that seems to be going well. Hey, Yellow, how's it going? Welcome in, mate. So I rolled a 2 for our luck. So that means we have a luck of 8, which, in all honesty, it's probably pretty good that we've got the potion, because we're going to need that top up. Now, guys, which dice do you want to be today? Do you want to be the small dice when we roll for a battle, or do you want to be the large dice? Which one do you want, guys? The first one to put it in is the what we do. Want to go to the casino, Mr. Double 6. Whoever puts it in first is what we choose for us. So who are we going to be? Are we going to be big dice or little dice? Michael says small dice. So we are the small dice, and our enemy is the big dice. So there we go. Right. How is everybody today anyway? It's a nice Sunday today. It's a blue sky outside. Yeah. Bloody lovely. What time are we on? I gotta keep a note of the time here. So I've got 30 minutes I need to take these. So probably once I've read the background. So I'll probably actually... Yeah, no, I'll start it later. How is everybody today anyway? If you think you might be lagging behind, just refresh the stream. Probably maybe just do it every 15 minutes anyway. And you'll come back up, because I think YouTube is a bit laggy. I'm 5 seconds behind the chat. So you guys might be a few seconds behind that as well. So if you feel like you're lagging, just refresh her up. We've got our sword, which has got ash all over it. I didn't clean it from Halloween. There's our sword. We've got our sword. We're fighting fit. We're ready to go. You know what to do to begin the game. You're looking forward to seeing the FS Labs. Oh, Jackie, yes. For anybody who likes flight simulation, the FS Labs, which is a very good Airbus plane. Airbus, what did I say? Airbus plane is going to be demonstrated today at 5 p.m. By Mr. Blackbox. So yeah, it was a sunny day here too in Melbourne, Australia, and it's nighttime now. Well, get into bed, get under the covers, and let's have a fighting fantasy adventure. Let's just start the clock. Well, we'll start the clock after I read the background information, because otherwise 30 minutes. Probably take me 30 minutes to read this background information. It's like three pages, 6 sides. You'll have to excuse me if I get the hiccups. One thing I'm finding with the medication I'm on is I keep getting the hiccups, and they're very hard to get rid of. Usually, if I get the hiccups, I can instantly stop them one of two ways. Either drink a swig of milk and they're gone instantly, or control my breathing. I breathe in, control my breathing, and it gets rid of the hiccups. So, but lately with these pills I'm on, mate, I get the hiccups. I can't even control my breathing to do that. It's mad. So if I do get the hiccups, I'm very sorry. When's it going to get released? Mate, who knows? I'm assuming you're talking about the FS Labs, but if it's being previewed today, I would say within the next 3 days. 3 to 7 days. Like, maybe even today. Who knows? But, yeah. If it's getting previewed, it's very close to release. Somebody's got a near final copy of it, So, I mean, he's probably had it for a few days, in all honesty. I haven't actually seen him streaming for a while, so I guess he's been playing with it offline, Anyway, let's begin the adventure. So, here we go. Just after you took that one step forward, you knew it was a mistake. Already screwed. You remembered the training camp, the old lags, men and women who had been through all the wars. They used to say, never volunteer, that's rule number 1. And here you are in a besieged citadel, one step forward, with the rest of the troop chuckling behind you. We'll take the dangerous mission, sir. Pick me, sir. Captain Lasky smiles and marches you to the inner chambers. We're entering Captain Lasky's inner chamber. Occasionally you hear a crash, and the ground shakes, and another large rock is catapulted against the citadel's massive walls. You are angry at yourself for your lapse, and hope that you're just wanting for something like maybe extra watch, or a sortie for prisoners, or perhaps even water detail. Maybe we have to go to the shops to get him a pack of fags. That's what we're kind of hoping. You are marched straight to the king's chamber. It is warm and comfortable inside. King Elidor is standing by a huge round table, and around him are the 12 wizards. There are other attendants and bodyguards in the shadows. The king is studying a large map. Now and again, a fine dust settles on the table, and Snuffcirk, the king's chancellor, wipes it away with a red cloth. Your Majesty, I have the volunteer, Captain Lasky proudly announces. The king looks you up and down, gives us the old up and down look, Step closer, brave warrior. Your heart sinks as the others stare at you. From what the king has just said, you know that you volunteered for something mega dangerous. You have explained this situation to the volunteer, one of the wizards asks Captain Lasky. My troops were all informed that it was an extremely hazardous mission. You look at Lasky, but you know you can't contradict an officer, even less change your mind, so he's just bullshitted to his superior. He hasn't told us sweet F.A. We have to give the king a bath. Well, I think it's time the volunteer knew all the details. The wizard bids you to follow him to the table, sits you down, begins to explain. My name is Astragal. I am one of the Mage Order, and these, he points to the others, are my fellow wizards from the surrounding lands. So we've got, hang on a second here, we've got a circle ring of wizards, okay? Feel like Groom City, yeah? As you are well aware, the citadel of Zamara is under siege by a massive force led by Ostrogoth, I don't know how you pronounce that, the Grim. But what you may not understand is the reason for this attack on a small city kingdom. Ostrogoth wants to kill us. He points again to all the wizards. They all look a little uncomfortable. He wishes to conquer all the southern lands of Ghoul, and knows that the wizards of the Mage Order will only work for good, never evil. Under the influence of the evil enchanter Jaxatares, Ostrogoth decided to strike us once and for all when we met here. Strike it as once and for all when we met here. He has waited 7 years for this opportunity and has mustered a massive force. If we are all killed, the land will be prey to the evil magic of Jaxatares, once the most powerful of our order, but cast out for delving into the dark arts. You have seen the size of the fleets and army numbered against this tiny kingdom of Zamara. If he succeeds here, Gorak, Kazan, Transalaxia, and all southwest Ghoul will fall to his power. You may well ask, why did we not foresee such a danger? For your answer, look out the window at one of the 6 stone sentinels of Zamara. They are not just massive statues of dragons, they are our defense. They breathe the fire from the fangs of fury. They were charged to destroy any evil force with a speed and viciousness undreamt of by any mortal. And they've run out of pound coins, so they're a bit low. You stare at the vast stone creature and can only utter, "But why?" "Yes, but why do they not attack now?" "Because their fire, their living flame, has been extinguished. Some traitor has craftily spell-broken their eternal breath, which brings me to you." Your heart sinks as Astragal points to an object on the table. He picks it up and he hands it to you, intricately carved with all manner of symbols. It is made from white horn-like substance in the shape of a small torch. All 12 wizards have been combined their power to produce this apparently insignificant item. The stone sentinel's fire must be rekindled. If this torch is lit at the fangs of fury, the dragon's breath will flow again, and the creatures may perform their hideous task of destruction. Jaxatres will have knowledge of the torch. The traitor will see to that, and Jaxatres will want it in his possession. He has invested too much of himself in attempting our destruction, so he fears this torch and its bearer. There have been rumors of black-cloaked figures appearing on the battlefield outside the citadel. If these prove to be his mage warriors, you must be ever cautious, for they are extremely powerful and dangerous. Is anybody following this, mate? I haven't got a bloody clue what I'm saying. I don't know what's going on. I am certain that Jaxatres will try to extinguish the great flame at the core of the Fury. Therefore, speed is of the essence. There is no time for careful penetration of the siege lines. We have, however, one ray of hope. Luke Skywalker. The volcano is the center of a strange religious sect. The name of the religion is not known, but its adherents are called Wazari? Wazari. They it was who supplied the original flame for the Sentinels. They may help you, but be aware, no other may carry the torch to the furnace. Just us, it seems? Your task, if it's unclear, let me just make it a little bit more simple. You must break through the siege and head north towards the high mountains and find the volcano known as the Fangs of Fury. He points to the map which shows a drawing of fire fangs clustered together. You must go into the depths to the very core. There you must thrust the torch into the white-hot inferno. At that moment the Sentinels will awaken, but you must be aware. Jaxatres knows the secrets of the Fangs of Fury. It will be guarded by all manner of fell beasts. Estragal walks away from the table, takes a sip from a flagon handed to him by an attendant. King Elder then speaks to you. It is my belief that one determined person can pierce the siege lines better than the host of knights. It was my decision to use none of the knights of the order. Their faces are too well known in Zamir. If you wish to refuse the mission, do so now. Stop wasting my time. You know that this is your only chance to get back and not get involved in this risky venture. But somehow, you find that you cannot say anything because the book is over if you say no. So you have to say yes. Yes, sir, I'll do it. Estragal comes back after, a shot of vodka. The heat of the core will be intense. You must protect yourself with these. He hands you 4 small black cubes. Each one will absorb the power of a white-hot sheet of fire on one occasion and then disintegrate. Unfortunately, we'll have no others here. If you find any more, take all you can, for you will surely need them. So we only have 4 black cubes, okay? And they protect us like a shield against the Fangs of Fury fire. You notice that there is some plain leather armor on one of the chairs, even though we're wearing some. Captain Lasky motions for you to go over and put it on. Just as you slip off your own leather armor, another wizard appears in front of you. Oh, hello. He has a dark, distrustful eyes and holds a bracelet. I have convinced the Mage Order to fit this on your wrist. It will glow when Ostrogoth's force has broken through each of the 14 citadel walls. If the final wall is breached and we are all killed, you will also die. So do not think of escaping once you have got through the siege lines. You cannot remove this bracelet, however. If you succeed, it will simply fall off, and you can keep it if you wish. It's worth about 2 gold pieces. Not very good. It's a fake, to be honest. It's like a Rolex fake. It will make you very wealthy if you want to. Cheers, Morgarek. Thank you, Morgarek. Estragal says with a slight air of distaste. I can hear the battering rams pounding the main gates. Ostrogoth's creatures must have crossed the moat. There is no time to lose. So there we go, guys. That is the introduction. And there you go. There's the guys asking me to escape down a little tunnel. Head for the hills, my man. So there we go. That's the introduction, guys. So basically, we just got to go wave a torch in a volcano to succeed, by the sounds of it. Do we have to kill? We don't have to kill anybody, do we? He didn't say you have to kill somebody. So, pretty easy adventure, if anything, but the race against time. We've got the bracelet on us, you know, that will basically kill us. I mean, don't understand that, because if the 14 walls go down, why do we have to die? Why are we getting dragged down with those losers? Why can't we then just go off and live a life? You know, oh, well, walls have fallen, my peoples have died, I'll go live a life though, you know, carry on the good name of the townspeople. Why have we got to die as well? Don't know, but we do. So let's not waste time, guys. So I shall start the clock. Okay? Boom! The clock has started. So, what time is it? 22. I'll start munching. I gotta say, cold toast. Not happening. Right. Oh, starting to kick in. The pills that I took last time are wearing off. In all honesty, sitting on this chair, I don't actually feel much pain. It's when I'm standing up or I'm sitting on a sofa. That's when I feel the pain the most. This chair, actually, yesterday, I was pretty much in this chair all day. Didn't feel a single thing. It was alright. I don't know. Anyway, let's start, shall we, guys? You are taken to the deepest part of the citadel. Captain Lasky and 2 soldiers march in front of you, and the 12 wizards shuffle along behind you. Estragel looks at you, shakes your hand warmly, and wishes you good luck. He then stands back with the others. Captain Lasky orders the soldiers to lift one of the slabs in the chamber. They prise it up to reveal a set of stone steps leading into a tunnel. The captain then gives you some advice. Keep to the left-hand wall. Don't light a torch. You might be seen. And, well, good luck. You are amazed to hear a good word from your hard-bitten captain. You check your pack, equipment, and all the important torch hidden in the secret panel of your leather armor, and step down into the dark hole. Just then, the ground shakes as another boulder slams into the citadel walls. You look up. Captain Lasky pokes his head into the hole and screams at you, "And make sure you succeed! I won't have you besmirching the honor of the 7th Foot Sloggers." His head disappears and the slab is dropped back down, and we are in complete darkness. Boom. Well, that's it, isn't it? Joe Deaver anniversary. Hey? Who's that? You right, Shelf? You feel your way along the left side of the wall for about 400 paces, and then you fall over a pile of rubble. You get up to find the tunnel ahead is blocked. You listen carefully and you can hear shouting and screaming. You also smell faint whiffs of fresh air. You feel around in the dark and find another smaller tunnel to the right. Your first instinct is to go back, but you realize that from here on there is no going back. What you gonna do? Do you take the tunnel to the right, or do you climb the pile of rubble? What do you want to do, guys? Pile of rubble or tunnel to the right? Lone wolf. What does that mean? Is Joe Deaver a writer for Lone Wolf? Is that what you're trying to say? Spelson just says rubble. Right, we're going to go check out the rubble. You scramble up the pile of rubble. It moves under you, and suddenly you see bright sunlight. You scamper up and at once hear gruff voices shouting commands. Just then you slip, and a large warty hand stretches down and helps you up. You stand there blinking in the bright light and see a goblin smiling at you. Behind him, a group of soldiers are pushing a giant battering ram against the huge outer defences of the citadel. I don't think they're on our team, these guys. There is dust and smoke everywhere. You look down to see the rubble move again, and the hole you emerged from seals. So we're no longer now in the holy bit, I think. We're on top, I guess. The goblin shouts at you, "Watch your step. Next time, I'll let you get buried. Now, who are you, and what regiment are you marked for? I don't see any insignia." Do you admit that you don't have a regiment, or do you give him a name and try and bullshit him? Lone Wolf was a gamebook series. Yeah, no, I've heard of Lone Wolf. I know what that is, but I didn't know why it was put in the chat. Is Joe Dever attached to Lone Wolf? Is that what it was? Are we going to try and bullshit our way out, or straight up say we don't have a regiment? Michael says bullshit your way out of it. Sorry. Pardon from the eating. I need to take my meds, so I've got to eat. Sorry. In Zamara, you've heard stories about the Bone Crusher battalions, so you decide to use that name. The goblin immediately pulls out a sword and holds it to your throat. "The Bone Crushers have not landed yet, Coney." He calls out to one of the soldiers, "Get the list. I think we have another spy." The goblin marches you to a deep earth dugout. As another goblin arrives clutching a large battered book, he looks at you and then he flicks through the book. The pages seem to contain information about King Elidor's knights, squires, and nobles. The goblin shuts the book, disappointed. "Nobody important. No ransom. Kill him." Do you shout out that what you meant to say was that you want to join the Bone Crushers? Or admit you've deserted from the Citadel garrison? So, do we say we flip sides and we want to join them? Or do we say that we admit that you've deserted from the Citadel? That's the same as saying you want to join the Bone Crushers. It's like the options are the same. So we can either say that we want to join them, or that we've left and deserted the Citadel that we've come from. So, join the Ball Crushers, Spellsin just says. So we want to join their little merry band of men. You pretend to be simple and stutter that you want to join their elite regiment. You think that the goblin is convinced. "I'll tell you where you're going. You're being conscripted into Knuckler's Irregulars. You'll enjoy it there if you live long enough. Sprick, another recruit for the Irregulars." Another goblin appears and marches you out of the trench. Don't know what we've joined up here, guys. They take you to their house. The old man asks the girl to prepare for her trip. Oh, sorry, no. Wrong paragraph I'm reading there. Sorry, it's this one. You are marched to a large field full of men, women, children, orcs, ogres, of every type of creature. There is no apparent military order here. Pardon me. Oh, pardon me. So sorry. Everyone wears an assortment of armor, and you see an amazing range of weapons. Some that you recognize as Zaraman, some that you don't. The goblin speaks to one of the roughest looking men there. He sits on a rock, massaging his feet. The goblin then leaves. The man, who's also very fat, gets up and waddles over to you. He calls 2 others to join you, and then he faces you. So, you want to join our illustrious regiment? In normal times, we would accept none but the most high-born, but seeing as there's a war on, the other 2 are sniggering and laughing. Just give me all your money and you're in. Do we really want to give him all our money? Do you refuse to give him your gold, which is the only option if you have no gold? We've got 10 gold pieces. Or do you want to give him half of your gold, or do you want to give him all of your gold? So what do you want to do? None, half, or all? I mean, I wouldn't want to give him any myself personally, but that's just me. None. It's my gold, man. You're not touching my gold. I got given this gold by the king. You stand there not saying anything. Or we give him the old quiet, you know. Like that. The captain sits down on an upturned stump and tries to put his boot back on. Because he was massaging it. Alright, you 2. A 3rd share each then of his ass. The 2 soldiers draw their swords and come to attack us. So we're the small dice, aren't we? So we got 2 knucklers. Knucklers. I don't know if you can read that. First knuckler has a skill of 5 and a stamina of 8, so he's going to be easy pickings. The second knuckler has a skill of 6 and a stamina of 7. And it's only 11 minutes in, so that the dice rule does not apply here. We have a skill of 7, so he has to reduce his roll by 2. Here we go, first battle. Right, we rolled a 10. We got 2 5s. We rolled a 10. He rolls a 4, a 3, and a 1. And he's got to reduce by 2, so he's actually rolled a 2. And the difference between 10 and 2 is 8. Boom! We've killed him with 1 stroke. Probably got his throat or dug the sword into his heart. He's dead. The second dude has a skill of 6. So he only has to minus 1 off his dice roll. But he has a stamina of 7, which is a little bit lower. So here we go. We roll. We got a 3, a 1, and a 2. He rolled a 2 and a 1. We both rolled 3. Okay, so nothing happens on that. Oh, no, wait, no, he does. Sorry, because he has to minus 1. So he rolls a 2. We roll a 3. He has to lose 1 point. He's down to 6 stamina, sorry. So, yeah, we did win that round. Go the small dice. Yeah. Right, here we go. Second round on the second knuckler. We rolled a double 1. That's lucky that this rule is still in force. Like, it doesn't come in yet. Because we've rolled 2. Double 1. So we would have died straight away. He's rolled a 9. Okay? He has to minus 1, which is 8. We rolled a 2. He's rolled an 8. We lose 6 stamina. That's quite a lot. So that means we're down to 18. Booyaka shack. Look at that. Michael's go the small dice, and then in the next breath he's curse you small dice. Mate, it's honestly I don't know what to say, mate. Okay, here we go. Next round. We roll a 9. Okay, he's rolled a 5, which becomes a 4. We've rolled a 9, which is 5 difference. He's down to 1 stamina point. So this is it. This could be the final round for him. Here we go. This guy's proving a little bit tricky. We roll a 5, okay? He rolls a 10, which becomes a 9. He's got 9, we've got 5, we lose 4 stamina points. This guy's proving a little bit tricky. So we lose 4, that makes us down to 14 now. I hope we don't die just because of this dude. Honestly, we trusted you, dice. Damn you! Damn you to hell! Okay. Here we go. We rolled a 5, and he's rolled a 7, which becomes a 6. We lose 1 point. Aw, dude, he's going to kill us. He really is going to kill us. He's only got 1 stamina point. He's literally on his last legs. Hadouken! Oh! Okay, here we go. We roll. Right, he's rolled a 7, which becomes a 6. We've rolled a 9. He's dead. Boom. Captain finally gets his boot on and looks up. Good, he pronounces. You're in. Do something about these bodies now. I don't know why he suddenly turned ethnicity, but whatever. So we've killed the 2, whatever they were. After several hours of sitting around, watching the well-disciplined regiments march past, you realise why they're called the Irregulars. There is no one order to it all. Disputes flare up, fights break out, people stab each other. Suddenly, however, with no word of command being issued, everybody gets up, picks up their own particular weapons, and moves as a mass towards the siege lines. You walk with the rabble and see a company of mounted orcs waiting to engage a force of Zamarian knights who have just charged out of the citadel. The tactics are very simple. The Irregulars charge at the knights, slow them down, and any that get through are dealt with by the orcs. Boom. And we kept our dollar. Yeah, man, we kept our money. A squad of Zamarian knights charges straight at your group. One Zamarian, who you recognize as Peric of Inak, is unseated close to you. The weight of his armor holds him down. A goblin runs over and prepares to cut his head off with an axe. Do you decide to help Peric, or do you choose to mount his horse and break out? So we can either now, you know, help Peric, or we can just leg it with his horse. Do you want to run off with his horse, or do you want to help this dude who we've only just met? Whoever he is. You never play with house rules? They interfere with the play balance. Michael says help him. Right. Let's help Peric. Who the hell is Peric? Some dude. Right. You pull out your sword and you strike at the axe. The goblin turns around and attacks. Is that right? Hang on a second here. Let me just double check this here. Uh, 153. Yeah, that's right, yeah. Pull out your sword and strike at the axe. The goblin turns around and attacks us. So we've got a fight now, a goblin irregular. He's got a skill of 6 and a stamina of 6. We got a skill of 7, so he has to -1 off his dice roll. So here we go. We're rolling. We roll an 8. He rolls a 4, which becomes a 3, which is 5 difference. He's down to 1 stamina point. Boom! Straight away. Fight! Let them fight. Here we go. Next round, he rolls a 3, which becomes a 2. We roll an 8. He's dead. He's gone. If we survive, Peric thinks that you were fighting over... that you were fighting over who was going to kill him. Sorry. You'll never have the honor of besting Zamarian knights, Peric shouts. He then proceeds to swallow something, collapses, and dies. Fucking waste. We tried to save you, and you end up killing yourself. The hell? You try to get away, but strong, fat arms grab you, and you're hauled up in front of the captain. He tells you that you now have an appointment with the executioner. Dudes, it's not looking good. They begin to search you. Then one of them hits you and you black out, lose 2 stamina points. Dudes, oh mate. This ain't looking good, guys. This ain't looking good at all. Especially if that's the picture relating to what I'm about to read. Eh? I think we're on the chopping block, guys. Last time we help anyone. Mate, eat a meal, mate. We can't eat a meal if we've got our hands tied and we've been marched off somewhere, can we? Besides, you have to put meal in capital letters. You open your eyes, blink and shut them again when you feel a thundering pain at the back of your head. When you manage to focus your eyes, you begin to wish you were still asleep. You see an orc executioner standing above you with 2 goblins by his side. Your head is resting on a bloody block. And I didn't add the bloody, by the way. It said that in the book. And you are being watched by a group of disinterested spectators. The orc raises the axe over his head when suddenly a small dart plants itself in the side of his thick neck. He freezes for a moment, then topples over. Your bonds are suddenly cut by a female warrior. She throws you a sword before turning to face 4 orcs who are running at her. Do you help her? Or do you engage a goblin who is heading your way with a dagger? So we've got a goblin coming after us with a dagger. And the girl who saved us, she's fighting. We can either help her or go for the goblin who's coming after us. What do you want to do, guys? Honestly, what's going on, man? Saved in the nick of time, innit? We'll have to thank this chick here who's saved us. She's probably after some BDE, to be honest. Go for the goblin. Right. Before I read on, I'm going to take my meds. Because my back is hurting now. So, we got one of these little bad boys. Which is, I don't know, naproxen? Whatever the fuck that is. No idea. We got 2 of these bad boys. This is cocodamol. This is weak codeine. This is peasant codeine. Prefer the codeine shit, but... And I do have another one, but I only have to take that once a day, so... And I've already taken it this morning. Now. Meds! +4 stamina! One sec. Ugh. Oh, I hate taking meds. Oh. Right. That's it done. They'll kick in about 10 minutes. Might get a bit drowsy. Might, start to fall asleep, guys. Right. We go for the goblin. We have to fight the goblin. He has a skill of 5 and a stamina of 5. He has to minus 2 points off his dice roll, though. So, here we go. We're fighting Gobby Goblin. We roll a 3. He rolls a 9, which becomes a 7. So he has to minus 2. So he has 7. We have 3. We lose 4 points. Guys, I gotta say... Shit. We're down to 7, by the way. 7 points of stamina. 8, 9, 10, 11, yeah. So, I mean, he's got 5, we've got 7. Could be anybody's battle, this could. Here we go, second round. Luckily, it's still not half past, wherever it is. There. We've got 6 minutes, guys, before the rule kicks in. We rolled a 9. He's rolled a 3, which becomes a 1. So he loses 8 stamina. He is dead. We survive. We turn around to find the 4 orcs also dead. The warrior, she's dealt with them with amazing speed and skill. She then waves you on into a tent. Come into the tent with me. There you find another dead body and an open chest containing all your shit, including the torch. You take back everything. I didn't realize it had been taken off us. And conceal the torch again back in the secret compartment, which they must have found. Dunno. Eat a meal. Mate, meal's got to be in capitals, guys. Come on, you know the rules. Eat a meal while fighting. One hand on the sword, the other with a banana and a crisp sandwich. You follow the woman out of the tent. She moves quickly and stealthily from cover to cover, then drops down into a trench. You try to keep up with her as she takes you through a repair yard, past some chained up elves, and into a clump of woods. Here she sits you down and gets you to rest. Add 6 stamina points. There you go. So we add 6, which makes us have 13. Michael's saying eat a meal now, so that will bring us up to 17 stamina out of 24. 1 meal will be eaten. We have a little meal in the form of a ginge. Eat a meal now. Say, alright, love, thanks for the meal. Provisions. Show her the length of our sword. Yeah, love. Does that impress you? Hey? I got wood. There we go. Ginger nut biscuit equals 2 stamina points. You ask her who the hell she is and why is she helping me. She wants BDE, that's why. She can smell the BDE. But all she does is draw something in the dirt. Big. All of a sudden you hear something crashing through the undergrowth. Do you wish to look at the drawing more closely or not? Like, do you want to look at the drawing or do you want to look away? Because something big is coming. Something big is coming. What do you want to do, guys? Ooh. Hey, Jack, look at this. I got your shirt, mate. Jax. Also, by the way, for anybody who does Flight Sim, I've just filmed a video showing you how to resolve all the issues of installation for Microsoft 24. I'll be editing it and uploading it and publishing it today. Right, we all know why she's helping us. It's the mighty hair. She likes the locks. Well, are we looking at this drawing or not, guys? That's all we care about, to be fair. Oh. Oh. Look at the drawing. Yeah, let's check that drawing out. Let's have a look a bit closer. Move closer. So we're looking at the drawing a little bit closer. Say, and what it is, it's a drawing of a hand, you know. So, you know, love, you've got a skill. You really do. You see people. She points at 3 figures, and then points to herself. You memorize the 3 figures. They are all alike, except that dagger hands and shield hands are in different compass positions. Hang on a second here. There's 3 figures that she's drawing. The first figure has a... Guys, write this down, by the way. The first figure has a dagger hand north to west and a shield hand south to west. The second figure has a dagger hand south, shield hand north to west. And the third figure has a dagger hand south to west and a shield hand west. Okay? She then makes the sign of the cube with her open palm. However she does that. Right? Write this down, guys. First figure, dagger hand north to west, shield hand south to west. Second figure, dagger hand south, shield hand north to west. And the third figure, dagger hand south to west, shield hand west. I won't repeat it again. So she makes the sign of the cube with her open palms. I don't know what this chick is on. I don't know what she's been smoking. But the crashing gets nearer and you can hear sniffing and shouting. Sniffing and shouting. Dude's wrote a very weird book. He must have been high as a kite. You realize that they are probably looking for you. The woman pulls out a sword. It is clear that she intends to make a stand to give you a chance to get away. She points out a direction for you to follow. You leave her, knowing that she is very capable to look after herself. You scramble away, and after a few minutes you can hear screams and the sound of crashing steel. Just then you see the bracelet glow on your wrist, minus a citadel wall. That's the first of 14, guys. Damn. Oh, damn. You reach the cliffs opposite the island of Karakum and are faced with 2 courses of action down the sandy cove below. You can either go down the sandy cove below or carrying along the cliff top path. Do you want to continue on the cliff top or go down to the sandy cove below? Up or down, basically, is the one. Damn, I missed the rest. What is it for? Mate, I ain't got a clue, mate. Hey, Greg, welcome in. Greg says go up to the cliff top path. Your love taking me higher, up to the cliff top path I've never been, and give it up to your desire. It's the cliff top path where we've never seen. You walk along the cliff top until you find yourself at the main siege camp. You are amazed at the difficulty you are having getting away from the siege lines. Below, you notice rows of tents, each with commanders' ornamental armor standing outside. The path leads you down. Now, do you go down that path at once, or do you stay to watch them for a while? So do we stay and watch, or do we head straight down the path to join the army below? Man, this is a real tough mission, I feel. Stay and watch. I like to watch. You watch the activity below in the camp. Suddenly, you hear a twig break behind you. Add 1 luck point to your luck score. Well, we can't because we're topped out. You turn around to see 2 rogues creeping up on you. They carry bundles of swag, swords, and pieces of armor. Your guess is that they are making a living by waylaying solitary soldiers. They attack you, so you got to fight each one in turn. The first rogue has a skill of 4 and a stamina of 6. The second rogue has a skill of 5 and a stamina of 7. Dudes, these are weak ass creatures. We've got a stamina of 7, so the first dude has to -3 off his dice roll. Easy pickings, I reckon. Right, it's in effect, by the way. The dice roll is, it's in effect. We rolled a 7, okay? He's rolled an 8 -3. It is 3. Yes, it is 3. So he's rolled a 5. We've rolled a 7. He loses 2 stamina points. He's on 4 now. 4 stamina. So this is it, man. This is it. Could be do or die. If we roll double 1, Christmas is cancelled. Christmas is over. Okay. Right. We rolled a 9. We rolled a 9. They rolled a 9. Okay, but he has to lose 3, so he has 6. So he loses another 3 stamina points. He's down to 1 stamina point. Dude, we're doing well. We're doing well. Here we go. Probably final battle with the first rogue. He rolls an 8. We roll a 6. He loses 3. He actually got a 5. We got 6. He's dead. He's gone. He's toast. Now we're fighting the second rogue. This guy has a skill of 5, so he only has to -2 off his dice roll, and he has a stamina of 7. Right, we rolled an 8. He rolled a 5. He only has to -2, so he rolled a 3. He loses 5 stamina points. He's down to 2 points of stamina now. Dude, mate, we got this. We've got this. Okay? We have got this. For fuck's sake. We just rolled a double 1, guys. We just rolled, hopefully it won't move. We just rolled a double 1. Dead. It's over. Party's over. Honestly. I say we've got this, guys. It's easy. We've got this. No, we haven't. We're dead. Unbelievable. Literally 7 minutes after it was instigated, it happened. 37 minutes we lasted, guys. 37 minutes. We just can't catch a break. Except for the break in our neck. Honestly, man. Oh, I can't believe that. Greg, you've just said if we roll a double 1, Christmas is cancelled. Guys, Christmas is cancelled. Alright, tell everybody, say I'm not buying you any presents because Christmas was cancelled because we lost on Fighting Fantasy. Okay? Next time, we're the big dice. Maybe we drop the double 1. Tony, mate, it's... yeah, drop it, but we all know what happens in these books. We've played these books a dozen times. Where is the element of surprise for playing the book for the first time? Like, we don't have the rule when we do play a new book because we've never played that book. There is the element of surprise. But when you're playing a book that you've read about 20 times, there's no element of surprise anymore. So to keep that element of surprise, that's what that rule is for. It swings both ways. There's just as much chance that we'll roll a double 6 or our enemy will roll a double 1 as much as we will roll a double 1. Okay? I have a feeling that the dice from Games Workshop are weighted to roll more double 1s though. So maybe we be the big dice next time because I don't see it rolling too many double 6s. It usually rolls a double 1. So, you know. But yeah, maybe next time we are the big dice, guys, I think. Let's do a winter-themed book for next time. Well, somebody did say Caverns of the Snow Witch because it's a snow-themed book. Somebody else has mentioned that I do my book that I wrote, Lords and Kings Blood Wars. But go into Discord, put down what you want me to read, put 3 options down, and the one with the most hits is what we will do, even if it's one we've just done. Okay? It doesn't matter, because in 2 weeks' time, when the next adventure happens, this is it. You know? What if double 1 drops us down to 1 stamina point instead of death? Well, no, because that wouldn't happen, Michael, because rolling a double 1 is instant death. You're not subtracting anything. It's an instant death, mate. You know, if they rolled a double 1, they'd instantly die. If we roll a double 1, you don't even minus stamina. It's instant death. You've fallen on your sword, you know? Let's try your book without the double 1 because it's new for us. Hey, that's a good idea, Greg. It would be new for you guys if you've not read it. It's here actually. This is it. That's the book. Lords and Kings: The Blood Wars. It's an interesting story. So yeah, I mean, if you're interested, we could do this one. It's my first 400. You know, it's my first proper one, I'd say. But and there is more to come. By the way, there's a list here of how many books are to come in the 100 series. And then in the front of the book, I believe it's the 400 series. These are the list of books to come in the 400 series, as of yet unwritten. Got to write them first. So we could do that, yeah. Eat a meal. Remember, everyone, we're the big dice next time. Yeah. Well, that's it, guys. We've got the 3-minute countdown. But other than that, that's pretty much it. Guys, I want to thank everybody for showing up for this one. Sorry, 37 minutes into the game we died, but that's the way the cookie crumbles. But don't worry, because in 2 weeks' time, we do our final stream of this year. And then we're off for Christmas and New Year, and back again January the 5th. So 2 weeks' time, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I so appreciate all the... Like, if you haven't subbed to the channel already, it doesn't cost you a single penny. Just costs you energy to click subscribe. And I really appreciate the thumbs up on the video as well. And I shall see you guys in 2 weeks' time. Take care. Bye-bye. I gotta figure out where's my... There it is. See ya. And we have a little chat now. We got a little 3-minute chatty countdown, guys. So, what's everybody doing today now that they've got the rest of the day free? You don't know how to use Discord, so I will just agree with the vote. Michael, are you not Michael that's in the... Michael, I thought you were a flight simming friend of mine who... I thought you were Captain Michael, mate. Who are you, Michael? I don't know then, if you're not Captain Michael. I thought that's who I was talking to, in all honesty. Oh well. 7 PM here in Perth, so a late tea soon. Oh, mate. No worries, mate, no worries. There's a lot of Aussies that watch, so that's why I start at 10 AM my time, to give you guys a chance to be able to join in and watch. But yeah, I really appreciate everybody watching. It's getting cold here in Cape Town. Spellsinger, are you from Africa, mate? Cape Town. Michael's from Australia. Oh, okay. Spellsinger, mate, are you from Africa? Cape Town? That's the only Cape Town I'm aware of. Is there another Cape Town somewhere? Anyway, I'm not Captain Michael. Sorry, Michael. Mate, I honestly, because he had the same logo as. Anyway, I'm gonna edit a video now for Flight Sim. For anybody who plays Flight Sim 2024 and you're having trouble, I've got a video that will help you get it running smoothly without issues. So I'm gonna go edit that and upload it immediately to save the community, because they're all having troubles. Nobody can seem to. So I'll go sort that out. And I shall see you guys on the 15th of December. I will make the stream around about the 12th. So about 3 days before we go live, I will make the stream. So keep a lookout in Discord for it, because that is where I will post it initially. But you'll also see it on my channel here. So ring the bell to get notified when I create it, and if you're subbed, you will get notified. And until then, guys, take care. Bye bye. I'll see you next time.